you doing? Welcome back to Who Cooking Keto. Today we are going to do a Philly cheesesteak in an egg wrap. So prepare to have your mind absolutely blown. Let's do it. All right, so with this wrap, what we're going to do is we're going to use these Egg Life egg white wraps. Okay, this particular kind is the everything bagel. They have other kinds, regular, cheesy. I got this at Aldi. They have it at some of the nicer grocery stores. I saw it at our local Harris Teeter that I've mentioned on here before. If you have an Aldi near you, I highly recommend that. They had the best price by far for this. So what we're going to use for the meat, this is going to be our steakums. If you can find this on sale, then you're going to be good to go. That's going to be your best bet. I think this was $6.99 or something, but I got it for buy one, get one free at the local Harris Teeter. So this is a great deal. You keep these in the freezer, and you can pull them out. Now it says 14 servings. Okay, these are small servings, or maybe I'm just a big dude who likes, I don't know, bigger serving sizes. I mean, because these servings are small, okay? So just keep that in mind. So see if you can find these on sale because they're awesome. All right, they have no carbs, no sugar, right? They got 100 calories per serving and 5 grams of protein, right? 9 grams of this natural fat from the beef, okay? So it's 100% beef and it's just frozen, okay? So this is gonna be your way to go. You keep these in the freezer and you can pull them out anytime you need a quick meal. Now, I'm gonna mix mine with onions and mushrooms because I have an onion and I have some mushrooms that I need to use before they go bad. Here's a little hack for you though. If you can find this at a good price, your pepper and onion blend that's frozen, oh my God. I mean, this was like $1.50 on sale at the local Harris Teeter restaurant, or excuse me, grocery store. And I mean, this is perfect right here for what we're trying to do today with our cheesesteak. I'm not going to use this today. Maybe in another video I'll do that. But the 3 pepper and onion blend, oh, it's just perfect. You just toss it right into the sauteed pan and get it ready for action. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my onion and I'm going to cut it lengthwise, and we're going to then take my mushrooms and we're going to cut those up as well. All right, so now that we have all this ready to go, I'm going to transfer this into a saute pan and we're going to start to saute these things up. All right, so we're going to add a little bit of this keto blend, olive and MCT oil. Got this from Walmart for about $5.99, I think it was. This is keto friendly. It's a keto blend specifically made for what it is that we're trying to do here, and it tastes pretty good. It's olive oil, so it'll work for what it is that we're trying to achieve. Just with the specialty types of oil, particularly with like this and like coconut oil, right, things like that, make sure that you watch it when it's cooking, because these have different temperatures as to when they'll start smoking and burning. So be sure and keep a close eye on that when you're using that, okay? Because we don't want a fire to start. Okay, so I highly recommend that. Once our pan is hot, we're gonna go ahead and add our mushrooms to it. And if you have any recommendations as to how to cook mushrooms, please provide them in the comments below. But my experience with cooking these is you kind of want to spread them out. Make sure they're all touching the bottom of the pan, flat, right? And don't mess with them that much. Like once you've got them set up how you want them to be, where they're all flat, try to let them sit like that for a minute or so before you turn them. So don't constantly move them around, is my understanding. And again, any professional chefs out there or anyone that has a different experience, please provide them in the comments below so I can learn and we can all learn together. All right, so we're gonna let these saute for just a little bit. And again, we're gonna keep an eye on these because of the oil that we're using. We don't want them to burn, okay? All right, now, once we've got these ready to go, all right, well, then we're gonna add our onions. So I had the mushrooms on there for about, I don't know, about 2 or 3 minutes per side. Only moved them around once. Okay, I've got it at about a medium-high temperature on here as well. All right, so now I'm gonna add my onions in here. Now that these mushrooms are pretty much done, you can kind of start moving everything around here a little bit. Combine everything together. Get all those juices and all that flavor all combined together, because these onions add so much damn flavor, man. Biggie Smalls, mad flavor. Right? And we're gonna season this up once we put our meat in here. And it's gonna be delicious, bo. I tell you what. All right, we're gonna let this saute for about a minute or two and then add our meat. When you start to see it get kind of that orange, like orangish kind of color on the mushrooms and that char on the onions, that's how you know that we're ready for action. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our steakum sliced steaks. Okay, so they come like this. They're very thin. All right, and then we're just gonna break this up and we're gonna put it in here into our pan. All right, I'm gonna put 2 of these in here because, as I said before, these are, the servings are small, right? And I'm a hungry dude, so, and if you're gonna make this for the family, you're gonna need quite a bit of these, okay? You know, this video today, we're making this just for one person. Okay, once your meat is cooked and you don't see any more pink in there, all right, we're gonna be ready to cheese this thing up. Now, as I talked about in a previous video, I used to work in a place called Philly Connection. I don't know what the actual cheese is. I don't know, it depends on who you ask, because I had several people come in there who were customers and said they were from Philadelphia, and I got told sauce meant different things. So one person swore it meant Cheese Whiz, one person swore it meant putting ketchup on your cheesesteak, so I don't know. Here's what I do know. I had a couple of pieces of provolone in my refrigerator last night and they got used. So we're gonna have to improvise. So we're gonna do a little bit of mozzarella here. Okay, can't lose with that. A little bit of mozza. Ooh. Right. Okay, and we're just gonna put this, we're gonna sprinkle this on here and we're gonna let it melt. Again, we're keeping an eye on our oil, making sure that it doesn't start burning. Okay, and this is at medium-high heat. I haven't changed the heat on here at all. And you know what? I'm just going to add a little bit more cheese on here because that's how I roll, people. Alright, so we're going to let this melt on here. And then we are just about ready to put this on our wrap. Okay, now we have our wrap right here. Alright, now I got a treat for you. Check this out. Avocado oil mayo. Got this from Walmart. There are a grand total of 0 carbs in this mayo. How you doing? Right? This is it right here, and it's delicious. It's absolutely delicious, man. It's so good. I cannot recommend this enough. All right, so I'm just gonna spread a little bit of mayo onto my wrap here. Nothing major. Okay. Now, we're gonna transport our meat from our meat, cheese, onion, and mushroom concoction into our wrap. I recommend using some tongs for this because the grease factor is gonna be through the roof between our oil that we used and our meat. So this is going to take a little longer to do it like this, but I mean the grease will be just pouring out of this, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it can be a little messy. So I recommend to pick it up out of the saute pan with the tongs and then put it in here, and that'll help to get some of the grease out. Okay? So this is it right here. The meat that we made is probably going to be enough for 2, maybe 3 of these wraps. But that's it. We've got our meat, cheese, onion, mushroom, cheesesteak in here. Tell you what, you want to add a little bit of organic ketchup to this. Just a little bit. I don't have any, or else I would. Put this on here, and it's going to add a lot of flavor to this. But otherwise, you're just going to wrap this up. Maybe fold up the corner for any excess grease. And that's it. And you are ready to go. So I hope you've enjoyed our video today. We got Matt's Philly cheesesteak egg wrap. And let me know in the comments what you think about this. Check out the full recipe on the website. The link is below. And until next time, I hope you enjoy this. And bon appetit, bitches. I'll talk to you later. Peace.